Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Kai Smith, and baby, we dropping back to back. Today, this is the look that we are creating, a beautiful soft glam that I created on TikTok Live. So let's hop into it. You already know the first thing we're gonna do is eyebrows. This is how I always start off every single look. I feel like routine is super important because once you get a routine down, your makeup actually go faster. So if you've been watching my YouTube channel or if you've been following me on social media, especially on my TikTok lives, you already know that I fill in the brow first and then I begin to carve them out with concealer. I love to use the LA Girl Pro Concealer. The lighter one at the bottom is Cool Tan. The one at the top is the color Suede. After I conceal my brows, I blend out the top first while the bottom sits because the bottom concealer is actually going to be my eyeshadow base. Once the top is blended out, then I blend out the bottom because by this point it should be nice and sticky, and that's what we want for eyeshadow base. So as you can see here in this clip, I am blending it out. Next, I'm going to take my translucent powder. This is the Mercier powder in the shade Translucent Honey. I'm going to put that on my brow bone only, okay? My brow bone is right underneath my eye, and here you'll see me applying it. Please do not apply too much. You don't want it to look white. You just want a little bit of powder to set the eyebrows. This is actually going to help us with our blending process later on in the eyeshadow application. All right. Let's move on to eyeshadow. Actually, today I'm just taking my bronzer duo palette from Juvias place. It's just like a contour palette. I'm taking the top color. I'm going to go right in the crease. And first I want to go in and stamp the color on because my base is sticky. And whenever your base is sticky, if you're going straight away blending, it could give you some resistance. So stamp it on first or pack it on first. Packing deposits color. Blending softens color. So now I'm blending to diffuse that line. And it's also going to disperse the shadow and allow it to move up and kind of like cover the rest of the eye, okay? But I want to keep the brow bone nice and clear. We already put translucent powder there. That's going to give us a nice brow bone highlight, okay? I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. Go in with the same color. We're going to blend it on out. And this is going to be considered our transition color, okay? Our transition color. A transition color is a color that you could blend another color into. Once that is blended, I'm going to switch brushes. I'm going to go to a smaller brush because I'm going into a darker shadow, which is the darkest contour color in that particular palette. And I'm going to go lower. So in the lower crease, that should be right above the eyelid, okay? And I'm going to start introducing this darker color to smoke out the eyeshadow. And then once I introduce it, I want to kind of move up a little bit so that I could blend the eyeshadow so it could create an ombre effect, okay? I do not want to be clockable. I don't want you to see that the dark one starts and stop here. The other one start at the other part. You want to look nice and professional. So blending techniques will definitely come into play with this, okay? After I apply the darker shadow, I like to go back in with my first brush that had the transition color on it and just give it a nice blend. So that way both of the colors could marry and create the perfect blend. Okay. I don't add any more shadow on that brush. Whatever left over, I just like to go in and just soften everything up. Okay. Remember, the more you blend, the softer the colors get. So if your shadows look too harsh, do not add any more product. Just blend. Okay. Next, I'm going to just take a neutral eyeshadow and I'm going to put it on the eyelid. So we work 3 parts of the eyes today: the eyelid, the crease, and the brow bone. All right. I'm going to choose to use a matte eyeshadow today. This is a beautiful soft glam look, so I didn't want anything shiny or shimmery, just nice and soft, okay? I'm going to put a layer on one eye, a layer on the other eye, and then you'll see me putting a second coat on both eyes so that my color could show up a little bit brighter and a little bit more even. There we go. That's more like it. Next, I'm going to take that small eyeshadow brush again that had the darker color on it. I'm going to go right in between my eyelid color and my lower crease color so that way I could blend the shadow so that the light shadow meet the next shadow seamlessly and not look messy. Gonna give it a little cleanup, okay? Clean up on aisle 7. Actually, this is aisle 8 because aisle 7 is underneath the eye. This is the shadow that I use right here. It looks just like that. This is a Sephora palette that I used. Next, we're going to go in and actually dress the eyes. I am using the Maybelline Express eyeliner. This is in the shade Pitch Black. It is a liquid liner, but it is in pen form. I love this particular liner, and I especially feel like beginners should use a pen liner. It's a little bit easier to control, and the product don't come out so fast. So if you're practicing doing your wing liner, I would suggest getting this particular eyeliner. I'll leave it linked in the description box below so that you could go click the link and purchase it. Okay, you can find these at your local Walmart, Target, any drugstore. Next, I'm going in with the Essence Stay in Play gel eyeliner. I'm going to put that in my bottom waterline. Okay, I'm going to smoke out the bottom. All right, this is optional, but you already know I love to smoke me. I love the smoke. Give me all the smoke, okay? So we're going to smoke that out. I'm feeling myself. Next, we're going to go into skin. I'm going to go in with my All Control Hydrator. This is my product from my brand, Enhanced Beauty Cosmetics. It is an All Control Moisturizer. It is water-based and not oil-based. This is perfect for all skin types, especially if you're oily, and I formulated this product especially to go under makeup so that you could still have hydration but not compromise or sacrifice putting oil on your skin, because oil do break down makeup. Next, I'm going in with the e.l.f. Gripping Primer. This is the orange one. They got a green one and an orange one. I find that the orange one is a little bit more sticky. Both are great. If you have any one of those, perfect. All right, so I'm going to kind of pat it in evenly so it is not just sitting on top of my face, okay? Next, I'm going in with my foundation. I am using the NARS Soft Matte Foundation in the shade Macao. I absolutely love this foundation. The shade matches absolutely perfect. I mean, chef's kiss. You'll see once I start blending it out. Now, I am using the Real Technique Instapot brush. I have it linked in the description box below. Or if you want to use your beauty blender, whatever you want to use, whatever tool you use, the techniques stay the same. Okay, we do not swipe, drag, or swirl on the skin. We pat, 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 tap, tap, tap. It gives your foundation and your makeup application an overall smooth look, okay? Smooth. If you drag or swipe or swirl on your skin, you will create texture, unnecessary texture. Your makeup will look bumpy and textured, okay? So do this pattern motion. If you tried it and you like it, definitely leave a comment and let me know how it changed up your makeup routine. All right, I know for a fact it's going to have it more flawless. I always say do one side of your face at a time so that you could make sure that you perfect your blending. All right, I find that when women put foundation on both sides, they go from left to right. Some kind of way you will compromise your blending. Something not going to be blended right. So do one side at a time. And ladies, actually, it helps your makeup to go actually faster. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to blend that out. And it is looking absolutely flawless. Definitely love this foundation. Let me know in the comments if you tried the NARS Soft Matte Foundation or if you tried any NARS foundation and which formula do you like best. Okay. I use minimal product on my forehead. Whatever left pretty much on my forehead. Okay. Now, if you have acne or something like that on your forehead, then you could go ahead and put on a little bit more product. You could layer it if you want to. Next, we're going to go into highlighting. I use the Barnes Way Concealer in the shade Butterscotch. And I also use the Instant Blur Concealer from my brand in the shade Suede, just for a little bit extra brightness in the inner corner. I'm taking a Velvet Powder Puff. It is dry. It is not wet. And I'm going to go blend out my highlighted areas. I want to make sure that I keep my highlight in place, okay? So that means the outside line, I do not want to go past that line because I don't want to make my face fat. I'm going to stay within the line, okay? I blend it out with the powder puff neatly as possible. And then you'll see me going in with my foundation brush. Now, I still have some foundation left on the back of my hand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit more to the brush, and we're going to blend out this contour, okay? As you can see right now, the edge is disappearing. It did it already. Okay, bow, 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 like a dog, baby. Look at that. Seamless. Ooh, you see that? Like a dog. My techniques are unmatched, okay? Just try it. Let me know if you like it. If you have tried it and it had changed up your makeup routine for the better, put it in the comments to let the people know that's watching, okay? We're going to go and blend out all of the edges first, all right? I don't go in the inside yet. I do the edges first to utilize all of the foundation that's inside of my brush. Then I go in the inside and blend the inside, okay? So we want to make sure that we blend it out seamlessly so nobody can see where the highlight and foundation stop and ends. You already know we want to be unclockable. Don't let nobody clock you, baby, okay? Don't let nobody clock you out here in these streets when it comes down to our makeup. And tell them Kai told you that. Now I'm softening the line on my nose, okay? So the highlight is in the middle. I'm using my foundation brush that has foundation still left in it, and I'm going to soften it. It's kind of like contouring with the foundation. So see that? Beautiful. All right, once our highlight is nice and blended out seamlessly, now we're going to go in and set. We never want to go in and go put an overload of powder. Always rub it on the back of your hand first to get an even coat of powder on your powder puff. Then you're going to go in and set. You don't want it to look scary, guys. You want it to look neat. I always say, if you do your makeup neat, it'll look neat. If you do it sloppy, it's going to be sloppy, okay? And remember, we don't have to use a whole lot of product. An overload of product creates a big mess, I promise. So we're going to go ahead and set all of the areas that we had the light concealer. That's where the light powder going to go, okay? All of the highlighted areas. If you need more product, just remember to rub it on the back of your hand first, please. Make sure you get up under that eye really good. A lot of times people don't realize that under there is wet. If you leave it wet, it will do a whole lot of creasing. So get underneath there and set it with that powder, okay? Do your stinky face, whatever you got to do. But get under there and set the under eye, okay? Now I'm going down the bridge of my nose and right in between my brows. Everywhere that I put the light concealer, that's where I'm going to go, okay? So the highlighted areas is set. We're going to move on to contouring now, okay? I'm going in the same palette. I'm going in that top color and boom, we're going to start contouring. We're going to start tapping it on. We're not going to go dig in or none of that. We're going to tap the contour on. We're going to go back and forth until we satisfy with the amount of pigment that we have. Okay, contouring creates shadows and it slims out the face. It takes away features, so it slims out the face. All right. I like to start from my jaw. I go from the top of the ear, and when I smile, when my cheek ball starts, that's why I stop the brush at. Okay, you don't want to go all the way to the mouth. Next, we're going to go from the middle of the forehead and boom, I'm going to connect that for my particular face shape. Don't forget to finesse it, guys. So that means you don't want just a line going across your forehead. Make sure you finesse the foundation. I mean, not the foundation, I'm so sorry. Make sure you finesse the contour powder. What I love about powders are so soft and forgiving. The more you touch them, the softer it gets. So if it look harsh, just take your brush and continue to blend it out without adding more product. Now I'm contouring my nose. Getting that done. Next, I'm going in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder. This is in the shade Dark, and I'm going to set the bottom half of my face because that is still damp, okay? Now, what I always tell people is, if my skin brown, my powder brown. If my skin light, my powder should be light. Okay, in my situation, as you can see, my skin is brown, so I want my powder to be brown. The reason why I say this is because a lot of people put the translucent powder at the bottom of their face, and it looks very ashy. Okay, don't do it. Next, we're going to go in with some blush. This is the Juvias Place Blush Duo. I'm not sure what volume it is, but I'll leave it in the description box, okay? Next, I'm going in with some eyelashes. This is the Curly Sue Lashes in number 12, I believe. They were so cute. Perfect for this look. Super, super cute. Y'all, these are Beauty Supply lashes. At my Beauty Supply store, they are $2.99. So go pick them up. Curly Sue Lashes. I'm going to see if I can link it at the bottom as well. You get you some. And girl, look, we coming together, baby. We is looking good, okay? I'm lining my lips with the hot cocoa liner. All right, I'm going to give it a little pop so it can blend it out so it don't look like a stark line. Then I'm going to go in with my liquid cream product. Okay, this is my new lip line from my brand. I'm going in with shade number 9. It's like a pretty pink, like a light pink. Boom. That paired with the brown liner is going to create a beautiful ombre lip, and it's going to look so pretty. Now look, don't you rub them lips together. Pop, pop. That's what I'm saying right here. Don't you rub them lips and make a brown funky mess. Pop, 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 like I'm about to do right now. All right, just like that. And let the ombre happen. Do not rub, please. I wanted a little bit more contrast, so I'm going back in again just to put a little bit more product on. And baby, I took my pictures. Look at the flawlessness. Gorgeous. Let me know if you will rock this look. Bye, y'all.